Hey you folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play of ULM. You know, in hindsight, instead of going with the default of New ULM, since I couldn't just be ULM, I had to have some other variant, I should have called this Super ULM. I'm such an idiot. Well, I'm gonna go and, retroactively title this series, Let's Play Super ULM. I mean, ULM's already pretty super, so I guess it's redundant. Anywho, last episode, we did a poor job of handling these rebels, and we also found out that Quill should stop maybe fabricating quite so many claims, because I'm kind of getting in a stupid situation where, by fabricating the claims, I get more aggressive expansion, which means I can't act on the claims I already have, so probably some of the ones I've fabricated will actually expire before I get to do anything with them, which is kind of annoying. Well, maybe not, we'll see. Foreign plots... we can't afford to lose any more Republican tradition. I want to keep it relatively high, or at least higher than this. So we'll go ahead and eat the stability loss for now, which sucks because I do love my stability. But I guess we'll have to handle it. We did just have a recent uprising, so right now we're not going to get anything yet. I guess it's only the one province. That's true. So we've got the recent uprising here. We don't have it in Constance, which is going to have different types of rebels, but it's ultimately going to be just fine and peachy. We'll try to keep a better eye on it this time. We are at war, the Bavarian conquest of Ansbach, and I don't think I have any personal desire. I mean, I don't have any war score myself. I don't have a diplomat either, but I don't have any personal war score in this war, so I wouldn't be able to really ask for anything at this point. Now, I may as well stay into the end, keep the love and the relationship between Bavaria and myself relatively high. Right, most likely we're going to be doing something about Switzerland at some point. They're currently in a war, too. Recall Diplomat. That's with Savoy over there. We could now get a royal marriage and potentially an alliance with Milan. I am at my relationship limit, although one of those is with Baden, who hates me. You know what? Let's do that. This will actually be really handy for a variety of different reasons. Plus, they're one of the people that actually have quite a bit of aggressive expansion with. If I can get them in a war with me... Oh, there we go. Peaced out. Yay! Army maintenance, 0. Yay! Let's go and break royal ties. Cost me some prestige. It is actually protecting me right now, but we're going to do that, free up this relationship, so we can get a proper relationship with Milan, who we have no intention of going to war with. We're actually adjacent to Baden, so warfare in that direction could definitely be a possibility. I don't know if I have any claims on them or anything. I do have a conquest CB on Baden, but I'm desperately worried about coalitions. Now, it would be really nice if people actually coalitioned Bavaria here. They've taken quite a bit of land, 40, 40, 33. I mean, they might not be hated enough or feel powerful enough. You know, that's the thing. 30 is not guaranteed. 30 is just when they it's possible for them to join the coalition. Then after that, it comes down to a relationship thing. So if we check opinion map mode, yeah, their direct neighbors like them a fair bit. Recall the Milanese diplomat. So we have the alliance, we have the royal marriage. Excellent. If we check our relationships, Bavaria, Bohemia, Austria, Milan. Okay, my alliance block is amazing, actually. You know what? As long as I am not going to lose these guys, not quite cap, but pretty close. Let's keep working on Austria. As long as I'm not going to lose these guys, and in fact, if I can bring them into a war, then the alliance isn't going to matter. Really? Why wouldn't they come in? Defensive attitude towards New Ulm. Austria. So Austria won't join offensive wars against people within the empire. I guess that makes sense. And some more exhaustion defensive. Use New Ulm as a new ally in a defensive alliance. They will be unlikely to join offensive wars and not directed at their rivals. Right, okay. That's fair. And yeah, you've got that going on. You've got that, and you're new, so you've got... Has this always been a trait? So they'll defend me, but they won't necessarily go with me yet. So we'll just have to wait a little while before that burns off. Fair enough. And the thing is, there's really very little need to rush. Normally, you know, it's all about gobbling as much land as possible, but that's not necessarily the winning strategy in the HRE because it's a little harder to expand. So there's going to be a lot of sort of running the game at a higher speed than we're used to. Okay, diplomatic annexation cost is okay, but what's more important is 10% discounted technology costs. Bam. Very, very, very nice. And the next one's going to be incredibly important. State propaganda. It's predicting that we'll be able to do it in about 3 years, which will be good, actually. We're going to have this for the next war. Much less annexation costs, which is going to be great. Very, very good. And we'll probably be able to just go and pick up military tech level 5, or 6, rather, I should say. We'll still be ahead of time, but in 3 years it'll be plus 40, which won't be too bad. And we'll actually be getting a little bit close to our cap. Let's take a look at our rebels here. 43 years away. No problem whatsoever. And things are getting better. The nationalism is burning away quite quickly. Let's move up to speed... I was going to say speed 4, but... Why still defensive? We've actually had... Oh, this is Milan. Never mind. Which we just finished capping out. So, that was a misclick. I actually meant to go over here. Yeah, recall Diplomat. We'll just keep improving relations with our alliance bloc. Try to keep them as high as possible. And again, if we can keep them nice and friendly, that's going to be especially good. Especially good. The fact that Austria is going to help increase the chance that they're not going to, demand things from us. Not to mention, they do have a claim over here on Constance that I do not want them to take advantage of. And Imperial Liberation... Imperial Liberation on me has actually worn off. Good. This is a short CB. It's very good. Currently making money. Let's take a look. Only 0.5, which is not as much as we'd like. We're not over a limit or anything. There we go. And lawful territory is expired in the province as well. Really good. Trade could be higher. So, I mean, we're not making huge bank. Recall Diplomat. New Pope. Okay. Speaking of, we can improve relations with the Pope for a little while. Again, our plan is to go Protestant, but in the short term, we can do some of that. Loan is coming due. That's good. We can repay that. I mean, it'll pay itself automatically. We still have another loan after that. Can't quite afford to pay off. Again, paying off loans does not save you any money. It just makes sure that you haven't, overspent right when it comes due, and then you have to take a new one out. +1 Diplo relations. We're actually fine right now. I'll take the power. Actually, I didn't see what the duration of that was. Because at best, it's going to save 1 per month. It would have to last... I guess it would have to last 5 years. Well, 5 years would be 60, so that would net you some more. Okay, I guess that's fine. Recall Diplomat. Another leader. Okay, so we didn't earn back enough Republican tradition. Right, because right now we're only earning 8 per year. Later on, we'll be earning 16 per year, plus a little bit more, which will allow us to basically keep the same person forever. A hit of 20 is pretty bad. At 63, we'll get a few more events. I might just take a Diplomat candidate and then start upgrading him. Just let it get as close up to the max again as possible. I really don't want it to dip too low. Does a good job of burning off national unrest, although it's pretty high right now. I don't want to go down to 63. I'm going to take a Diplomat candidate because it's the only tech we're not ahead of. Plus, we've got diplomatic ideas right now that we're going to keep spending in. So there we go. We got a new leader. Oh yeah, that will reset my royal marriages. Damn, I wouldn't have had to break it off with Baden. Hadn't occurred to me. Clearly. And I think we're missing one. Bohemia. Nope. Bohemia and Bavaria. How dare they be right next to each other and both start with a B and therefore confuse me endlessly. I'm sure we'll make a lot of mistakes there. So, oh yeah, it's not fully reinforced because I have my maintenance set to literally 0. Let's go not quite 0. So they'll technically reinforce a scooch. 6 each month. I guess your manpower wasn't capped anyway. It just sucks when you've got it to set to 0 and your manpower is capped, but you're not reinforcing. Then you're in a pretty stupid situation. But here we'll be okay. Just slowly technically reinforcing. Still got this guy to improve relations over time. Aha! Trial. Oh, right away. We're gonna gain the tradition. I should do the math on that. You know, keeping the guy versus taking the extra tradition. We'll see. Bavaria, come to the aid in the Holy Roman intervention against Austria. Austria declared war on Bavaria. Austria's got a lot more troops. A lot more troops. Who's joining in this? It's just you and Austria right now? I can't do this. I'm going to feel bad. We'll have to reset the alliance afterwards. But I want Austria to win, because what they will probably do is force Bavaria to release Ansbach and Nuremberg. So I will decline here. Let Bavaria swing. Get owned, buddy. This is why I have to be really careful about not pissing off Austria here. I'm not going to offer an alliance right now because he will call me back into the war. But soon. And yeah, other than that, let's take a look at our coalition stats. 21, 21, 24. They're going to care a little less if I go south. Unfortunately, when Austria forces Bavaria to release some of these countries, which almost certainly they will do, it will burn away the aggressive expansion on Bavaria. Even though this is not an aggressive expansion sort of war, it should burn away the aggressive expansion, which should mean that they'll no longer be a target, really, for coalition. So it's back to just me. I like the idea of Bavaria being a lightning rod. That being said, now that everyone is busy, I mean, I know we've got a little AE kicking around, but if we only take one province, just the way for thin province, I'll have to let that restore. We may be in a good position to pounce on Switzerland. And yeah, or we may, yeah, if we just take one province, we may not trigger anything absolutely horrendous. We'll cross our fingers there. Yeah, more reform desire in exchange for stability. Boom, love it. Let's move into there. Okay, we are now capped. We're losing money. Look at Bohemia. Could move into the mountains here right away. Be in a defensive position, which I like. Bohemia's got a stack of 17. You know what? I think that's going to be plenty. I'm a little worried about the aggressive expansion. Let's do it. So this isn't the war goal, but it's going to put me in the mountains, where I'll be really safe. I have a high maneuver as well, so no matter what, they'll get that river crossing, which will be good for me. And yeah, we're just going to avoid things completely until Bohemia comes to kick some butt. I'm happy I didn't go into this war over here. I'll also get less... oh, you know what I should have done? I should have started... Well, fabricating a claim can lead to some AE. If you don't get caught, it's great. But you get less aggressive expansion if you take something you've got a claim on. Oh, you're there. Right. That's fair. That's okay. My guy's actually got Siege 2. That's beautiful. That makes such a difference. Got attached army, but yeah, they'll siege that out first. If I start to get attacked, they might come. Being in the mountains is good. It's giving me a +2 defensive bonus. There we go. Excellent. Ansbach and Nuremberg have been indeed released. Now, if we check the coalition map mode over here. Oh, they still have aggressive expansion. I don't know if it's as high as it was. Maybe because it wasn't a coalition battle. Maybe it doesn't burn off the AE the same way. Because I was pretty sure that's the way it normally goes. You know, wait as long as possible for this military tech. I mean, we would get tactics, which is pretty important. So I'll try to remember to get the tech before I do a fight. It's going to be really important. But otherwise, I'd like to wait until January. I guess I'll wait until January 1st and then level it up. If I at all possible. But if they make a move towards me, obviously I want to level this up because I want the extra combat bonuses. Very important. Oh, Austria wants military access. Well, I won't deny that. Ah, there we go. Upgrade. Okay, we will be outnumbered. Quite a bit, actually. But the mountains and the stats... it'd be really nice if Bohemia had come down here. I could have just run as well. Wow, there's a limit to where I could run. We're gonna take the... Yeah, they changed their mind. Is it because of the upgrade in my tech? Or are they just sort of goofing around? They might do the thing. Sometimes the AI will do that. They'll start moving, they'll stop. They'll start, they'll stop. They'll do that. If I can finish the siege first, that'd be beautiful. And then I'll move over to Waldstadt over here because it's in the mountains. Again, it's not my war goal, but it is in the mountains. And really, if I'm only looking for one province, I don't need 100% siege. Oh, there we go. We'll repeat that loan. And actually, oh, we don't have enough power to raise taxes. Okay. But we're still making money? I guess because we're not really reinforcing much. Cool. Yeah, 2 to 1. 2 to 1, I cannot win that, even with the mountains. But what's great is I can siege stuff faster than they can, which means I really don't need to force the encounter. Plus, when Bohemia is done here, there's a good chance they'll come down here. That is a good number of people to fight. Bohemia's got superior numbers and a better general. It's going to suck that it's in the woods, which will give a -1 penalty to our guys. But if I reinforce, we should ultimately be okay. Come on. Ah, really? God damn it. I mean, I know I only had a 49% chance to go, but it feels like, you know, you usually get it at that point. I guess it's because it usually sticks around at 49%. It's interesting that it actually did progress forward, despite the fact that I didn't get it. Defenders desert again. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm imagining things. Maybe there is supposed to be some progress. I mean, we do have level 3 walls breached, which ain't bad. Come on. Tick, tick, tick. I should be sieging over here by now. Interesting that Nuremberg has peasants. I wonder why. Why would they have a big revolt risk when they've just been released as their own independent country? There shouldn't be any nationalism or any weird stuff like that. I'm going to save that for a peace deal. Although I'd be tempted to maybe take the next idea. Oh yeah, no. I do want the next idea for sure. Ansbach is fabricating a claim. Okay, that's fine. Oh, come on! The odds of failing that many rolls in a row? That's just poop. Come on. Hills do give us defense, which is nice, but that's not enough. That's starting to be a lot of troops here. I really need to win this siege. Like yesterday. Thank you. Listen, Austria. Mind if I, get access through you? Thank you. Because I want to run away. Not that way. This way. Well, they're not actually coming. That's interesting. I'm sure they would. If I try to stomp on this fellow, will they break and come for me? Because I don't want to fight them. The first, the second, that's no good. If I do one of these... Actually, hold on. Don't do that. Wait, 2, 3, go. Now I should catch them in Sundgau. Bohemia, or sorry, Bavaria, god damn it, that's gonna happen. No, it is Bohemia. Is still not coming to clear out this mess, which is too bad. We're gonna recall that Diplomat. There we go. Caught him there, which is good. You go over to Waldstadt over here. We're going to start sieging that. Actually, burns your capital, and it is mountainous. No river crossing whatsoever. Oh. Everyone over here. We got to help, because currently they are outnumbered. All right, unpause. Go. So, I mean, early on they're okay. Now they got to hold out a little bit longer. It is flat land. No one's going to modifier either way. Are we going to get there in time? The answer seems to be no. So do I even want to throw my troops in there? I'm going to get there in 4 days. I might have already lost by then. I'm going for it. Hardly any morale left. But we might be able to reinforce them just enough. I think we did. I think we've got it. We've got the superior morale. Base discipline, because they're not using me. I'm not leading this fight. Ho! 10 war score from that. Fan-frickin-tastic. Let's see if we can follow them. They will have the mountain bonus, and... Oh, there's these guys too. Hold on. No. We're just going to go where they're not and then siege that. So I think they're probably going to burn. So I will just go to Waldstadt and start sieging that. Although I suppose I could siege the war goal. Let's do that. All right, and that is what the war's for? Yes. So I'll siege there. It's only hills. We don't have the superior numbers. Hopefully, if I get attacked, these guys should come and reinforce me. We need to take this next idea. State propaganda. And we are at our army limit. Okay, let's go up to speed 3. So I'm hoping Bohemia will reinforce me when they're done and not just go and siege somewhere and then not come and help. Yeah, the production efficiency bonus would be quite good. We do have the discount. We are ahead of time. Hold on. Let's wait until at least January 1st. This is good money. We are going to be coring some stuff, but not that much. I guess I'm not at the cap, so I'll try to avoid as much ahead of time penalty as possible. It's going to start to be much less of a problem. Okay, these guys are fully rested. Great. You're going to go for that fight? I need to detach some troops and go and assist you, just to make sure we win. And then they're going to go and attack here. We may not actually be able to hold out long enough. If I start moving... No, I can't dodge it, so... Come on! Wow. Go Mountains! No leader. Wait. Oh, we're the ones with no leader, of course. And they're getting good rolls. But we do have the mountain, or the hill bonus. I'm actually surprised how well it's doing. We have dramatically higher morale. Oh, dramatically higher tactics and discipline. Higher discipline gives you a bonus to tactics as well. So you can see we get 10% more tactics because of our discipline base. Holy crap. Alright, I find that hard to believe, but I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to leave the siege guy in the actual war goal place, and we'll start sieging something else. And we'll have to do a little bit of aggressive expansion math once we actually siege some stuff. Hopefully before these guys come back, Bohemia will be fully restored here, and we'll be able to assist in the upcoming fight. Still, our combat stats, man. And mostly it's the ahead of time. Like, we are very, very far ahead of time. It was a very important technology. Next one's also pretty good because we get artillery. I mean, we're not going to get as many points now because we don't have our 666 guy anymore. I'm going to go for the stability. Because it does technically increase our income just a scooch. We're losing some money right now, but we're also reinforcing quite a bit. So ultimately, our fiscal situation is quite good. And they are coming back. Yeah, let me go and just reinforce St. Gallen. I want to finish the siege. I want to get the ticking war score, in particular in their ticking war score. They might just be trying to de-siege that, but I have a level 2 siege guy, which is amazing. You save so much attrition, and you're able to really, you know, start making some progress. Defender of the Catholic faith. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. Defend me. I mean, I'm surrounded by Catholics, so it hardly matters. It'll matter later when I become Protestant, which I'm going to have to be careful about, but, you know, man's faith. You can't min-max that. If you believe that Protestantism is the right way, I got to take it. Plus, I want the center of reform in my place, so I don't have to do any manual conversions. They'll convert on their own. We'll have enough. No. When's the next election? Can we find that out? It'd be really handy. Okay, we've got 4 more years, so we'll get 4 more points. But 96, which means if we gained Republican tradition, we'd actually be burning some points. Now, if I do this, then I'll be 97 plus the 4 more years, or 87, so 91, and then if I keep my guy in power, it'll drop me to 71, which I'm going to consider to be acceptable. Also, there's a 150-point power point difference between these two, right? If you look between the two, it's a 150-point swing one way to the other. So I quite like this one, as opposed to this one, and in this case, it'll work out. This will be a lot less, painful to do later on, too. You better reinforce me, buddy. Buddy, you're gonna break that siege, right? Now, they will have the river crossing. We'll be fighting in the hills. So they'll be getting -2. Okay, and then yes, they did break the siege. Thank goodness. How's their leader? Not that great. I mean, he's fine. I mean, mine's not that great either, but they don't have, like, a turbo leader or anything like that. So we're using... Oh, we're not using my combat stats anymore because Bohemia took over the combat, which is too bad because I have good combat stats, but they have good numbers. That was a crushing victory. We're going to finish this siege in a second here. Because right now we're getting minus 11 war score because they've controlled this war goal for the entirety of the fight. So that minus 11 is about to be wiped out. It'll start ticking in our direction. If I'd grabbed it first, of course, I would have ticked in my direction quite a long time ago, but I'm not going to complain. You're going to go and fight there? All right, we'll take the shortest route. So now we're at 55, which is probably enough. I'll go ahead and accept, like, this killing of their troops. It'd be really nice if they don't go too far. Probably they're going to leave to over here. Or end up... No, okay. So let's see if we can negotiate something that I'd like. I'm not going to do that. That's the war goal. So it's 6, which isn't bad. If I also take this one, it's going to go to minus 15 with something like the Platinate, for example. If we look at the Platinate, that is going to be fine. Hate that, like, you know, we don't have a little bit more granularity. Actually, most of this aggressive expansion has burned away pretty dramatically. That's good. Right, we have 2 modifiers going on now. Now, I think I'm still going to avoid taking this province because I don't want to... Well, I guess I'm already boarding Austria, but I was hoping to, like, minimize how much I'm going to border them. Let's take a look at the province stats. This is a 4 base tax as opposed to these 3s. 4, we can't take burn, obviously. Is there any chance they'd be willing to be vassal to me? The answer to that is yes. Split you in half. We're going to start sieging burn. The Platinate, we can piece you out. Yeah, that's fine. We actually have 35 individual war score with you, which is great. I'm not going to give that province to Bohemia. Sorry, Bohemia, that's not going to happen. Your treaties here hardly matter. If Switzerland is about to become my vassal, breaking that treaty is not going to matter. Although weakening you in general might be good. Let's break your treaty with Hesse. Oh, hold on. You're my rival. I would like to humiliate you. We're going to need more war score against you. But yes, then I will humiliate you for lots of power projection. Bohemia is mostly doing the work for me, but I'm the war leader, so I get credit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to humiliate the Platinate. And then we are going to vassalize Switzerland, which is not one of my rivals, which is too bad. I don't think it was an option. The game probably figured they were too big. Certainly this person couldn't rival Switzerland. That would be crazy talk. Holding Switzerland will be tricky. So if anyone decides to support their independence, if there's any sort of coalition stuff going on, there could be some tricky stuff going on over here. But otherwise, we're going to be in really, really good shape. Truce with Nuremberg has expired. All right, that's fine. Okay, let's go to speed 4. Just be ready to pause if anything crazy happens. But other than that, we've got our siege guy over here. It'd be nice if we actually had the cannon tech. Cannons do speed up sieges pretty dramatically, but thank God for the +2 guy. Although this siege ain't doing too bad either. And we can release a few more people and start sieging over there. Nope, not yet. Oh, humiliation. I don't know if I've ever used it. Because usually it's like, no, I really want to grab land. But here, I absolutely do not want to take the land. There you go. They're going to lose another province, and I'm sure they're going to be willing to do it at that point. I'm just hoping that Bohemia doesn't separate piece out, or I'll have to go up there and take over all this territory. They'll probably flip this to my occupation, though, because they don't border it. Look, that siege is doing really well. Go away, Switzerland. Not interested. Just waiting for this to finish up here. Humiliation. Does it cost me anything? Nope. No AE, no Diplo points, no anything. Just causes. Aggressive expansion impact minus 20%. That's amazing. I actually didn't even check to see what the AE impact of vassalizing Switzerland will be. I really am going to have to check on that, actually. Because we may not want to. Alright, we're making profit. That's because we're basically fully reinforced. We don't have the war taxes going on. Alright, Platinate. All I want to do is humiliate you. That's all I'm asking for. We have 64 war score against you, so we'll do that. We'll get projection. We will get war reparations, take all your money. Sounds good. Give me some prestige as well, a little bit of inflation, but I can deal with that. And this is only piecing out themselves. Good. Send demand. So we're going to go from 8 power projection to 38. Bam. Which actually lets us have another leader, although I don't think I'll be assigning it. Almost done these sieges. They won't be able to unsiege this in time. And besides, Bohemia might come down here to assist. Actually, where is Bohemia right now? I'm confused. They're still in the war. They're my allies, so I should be able to see where their troops are. I'm incredibly confused. Let's move you here, just so that we can move as a group after. Although this is not actually going to help the siege, and it will, in fact, attrition us more. I don't suppose you'd be willing to become a vassal right now. You would, actually. Okay. We have 3 modifiers right now. Like, this Just Causes is amazing. I don't know why we got that. What do we have to do? We have to see ourselves. Oh, it's on the other screen. It lasts for 4 years. That is brilliant. And yet, it's still going to put us over our AE limit. What I could do is wait a little bit longer here for some more burn-off. We do have really good allies. I won't get unlawful territory. You know what? It's fine. Sue for peace. Not white peace. I don't know why some of this gets reset. I'm going to take all your money, too. Yeah, I want it, because I want to build an army, and I don't want you actually to have that big an army. Send demands. Okay. Then, oh yeah, we can't send a guy over there right away. They're going to have high, actually, their liberty desire is not that high. I guess because they don't have much of an army. That makes sense. Let's check my force limit now. There we go. I can build another person. I could use an extra knight, so let's go ahead and build a knight right over there. Yeah, park yourself there. That peace deal is going to go away. We're going to wait until we're capped on admin points before we go and spend it. Saint proclaimed. All right. +2 stability. Go team us. And yeah, as soon as we can, yeah, improve relations. We could improve our relations quite a bit if we designate them as a march, but I do want to annex them at some point. Increased innovative is gone away. That's fine. We are above our relationship limit. We can't marry Switzerland, but that's going to be fine. Bavaria. Right. Hostile at this point, huh? Because you want all my provinces. I'll try to improve some relation again with you, but we may not be able to get that back, especially since I did break that truce with you. We do need a new rival. Ansbach is back. There, we'll do that. What kind of alliances do you have? Nothing notable. That's good. Let me go and do some embargoes and stuff with you. Get some extra power projection. Oh, we're currently busy improving relations everywhere. Let me cancel the Swiss one. Actually, I could cancel both. And I think I will do that. Just temporarily. Because I want to make sure I issue embargoes against all my rivals. Because I don't think I've got that. I couldn't for a while because I had a truce. That's right, but that was a while ago. And the Palatinate, although the Palatinate, I do have a truce. And so insulting them as well won't help. But I do. Wow, Ansbach would marry me. Oh, because they're scared. Interesting. If I hadn't rivaled them, it's possible I could have gotten them to be diplo-vassalized. Which is something I got to pay a little bit of attention to. But as it is, we're not going to do that. We will send them an insult. Send these guys an insult as well. Insulted rival. Oh, does that not stack? It might not. Improve relations. And improve relations. Well, no one has gone and coalitioned me, which is nice. Again, a little higher in some of these places. Oops. 40. But I don't think they hate me enough or they feel confident enough to do it. It would take a lot more than this. And that's really good. They're loyal, which is nice. Their liberty desire is actually going down. Now, if they build an army up, their liberty desire will go up. And they also have better diplomatic technology than me, but that's because I've got the diplomatic ideas, and that'll catch up pretty fast. We're getting bonus income from them, which will actually help. Like, we're getting income from them, but one of our things here is 25% bonus income from vassals, which is nice. Also, when we go and annex them, they're going to be a little bit cheaper. This is working out quite nicely. The next level is also going to be good, because we are over in relations, but that won't last forever. Bavaria likes me. They're hostile, but they're positive at the same time, which is a bit odd. Recall that diplomat. Is it just me, or did Venice has expanded? Venice took some extra land. Huh. Pretty sure they don't start with Brescia. I might be wrong. And I'm pretty confident they don't start with Donji Kraji over here. That might be a little scary, actually, if they get big. What's my mission? Still improve the prestige. Minus 3 prestige, despite everything I've done. You know what? I'm going to cancel this mission. We'll get a new one. Salzburg. All right. It's bound to happen. I mean, Austria might ultimately be a problem. But for now, I'm really happy with this. And whoa, this episode went a little bit over. But yeah, Switzerland. This is good. I mean, it's dicey at the beginning, 1 province. Once we got to 3, it was like, okay, now we can compete with most of our neighbors because we'll be the same size, if not bigger. And now that we've got a vassal over here, and especially if they're loyal, that's going to be stupendous because we've effectively, we're sort of going to double our force limit once they finish rebuilding their army, which is amazing. And, of course, we can eventually annex all that land. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Super Ulm, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.